Hello, people. Whoa. Hold on, let me turn this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm doing something a little bit new for the gaming channel. So this is not a playthrough. I'm not playing the whole fucking game of Shenmue. Even though really is not even that long. It's not much longer than fucking like Alien Isolation, if you don't do like all the extra shit, if you just go straight to the story. But you know, it's certain games, like I have a couple games that I feel like, I don't know, just really wouldn't make a good playthrough, like something that I want to like do commentary over for like the entire game, or maybe I just don't want to do it at all in that format. So, but I was like, you know what? I could do something else. So I'm starting up this new Adventures series. And what this is basically going to be is just, these are going to be games that I'm not doing a playthrough of. These are just games that I have. And I'm just going to just pretty much play it for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, just to kind of showcase the game and talk about the game and my experiences with it and what I think about the game and whatnot. I guess you could just kind of look at it like a simple gameplay footage series where I just play the game for a bit and that's it. I may do a playthrough of said game later if I feel like it, but you know, that's up in the air. But yeah, so this whole Adventures series is pretty much just gonna be me playing a game for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, just to kind of showcase it. You know, maybe convince you guys to check it out or to not check it out, depending on the game. But now I might not. I don't know, like maybe, cause like, this is Shenmue, obviously, and I've been playing it quite a bit lately, so I'm not starting from the very beginning. I'm starting like deep within the game. So if you give a fuck about spoilers or anything like that, then you probably might not want to watch this. So another note, this whole Adventures thing, I might start it at the beginning of the game, I might start it in the middle or at the end. But I'll be sure to at least let you know in case you care about spoilers or whatever. So, but yeah, this is basically Shenmue. I'm a good ways through the game, definitely over halfway through. So we're just gonna check out Shenmue. What time is it? Oh shit! All right. Oh crap! This is so funny. Like just jumping into this game. Like halfway through and I got to do commentary all of a sudden. So yeah, this is Shenmue. This is the HD. I guess it's a HD remaster. Like it looks like they improved the graphics and whatnot. But of course, if you know anything about Shenmue, it came out on the Dreamcast. I think what was it, like late 1990s or like 2000, 2001. I forgot exactly the year it came out, but it was a pretty big release for the Dreamcast console. This game is kind of a polarizing game where it's kind of reached like this cult status amongst gamers. It definitely has a sizable fan base, but it's not exactly like it's not for everyone. It's not a game that's for everyone, and that's because the game is the way the game is structured. The game is very much structured like everyday life. It's not like your normal video game where you just go around punching people all day and doing big combos and going from exciting stage to exciting stage. They pretty much built like this living, breathing world where you kind of gotta explore it at the same pace of like a normal person, really. Like, look, I want something to drink. I got a lot of money too. I'm fucking balling. I've been working this job for a while. Oh man. I like this coffee here. This doesn't really do anything either. It's just like a nice touch. Oh, like to just get a drink in the middle of the day. Man, it's so much to explain. Oh man, to be someone who doesn't know anything about Shenmue and to just see this shit now. Oh yeah, and I have these subtitles on, by the way. I'm playing it with the Japanese audio, the Japanese voice actors, because I never beat the game in Japanese before. But I have quite a bit of history with this game, actually. I think I've already beaten it. I think maybe like 2 or 3 times. I had it once when I was a young teen. I had it on the Dreamcast, and then years later, when I was in my late teenage years, I had purchased a Dreamcast, and I ended up getting my hands on it again and beating it then. But it's definitely one of my favorite Dreamcast games. Right now, I'm pretty much just walking around waiting for work to start back up, because it's not much to do right now, because I haven't been progressing the story. I've just been working and trying to stack money. But man, it's so much to this game. It's like I don't even know where to begin. Oh Lord. That's Goro. He's a buddy of Ryo's. He helped me get this job. Well, he quote unquote helped me get this job that I'm about to be working in about an hour. So let me show off something while I wait for work then. So this is, if you don't know the plot of Shenmue, you play Ryo Hazuki, and right in the beginning of the game, your father was killed by a man named Lan Di. Now, excuse me, your father is a martial artist, much like yourself. He trained you since you were a boy, and just all of a sudden one day Lan Di showed up and decided to kill him and take the Phoenix mirror, I believe. Was it the Dragon mirror? Or wait, or do I have? He took this ancient Chinese mirror from our father before killing him. And so this game is pretty much all about Ryo trying to track down Lan Di and avenge his father's death. But man, oh god, this game is infamous for just how slowly the story progresses. I mean, let me tell you, Shenmue 3 just came out, I think last year, right? Or maybe earlier this year. I forgot exactly when. But yeah, Shenmue 3 just came out last year or earlier this year. And even in that game, spoiler alert, Ryo still hasn't avenged his father. But this whole series is just about him trying to track down Lan Di and avenge his father, pretty much. But what makes it so interesting is that just the way the game is structured, how your day-to-day life is very similar to real life. It's not like a normal video game at all. Like if this was a normal video game, you would be getting into fights like every day and every 5 minutes and whatnot. And that's certainly just not the case. And really, you barely get into fights in this game. I mean, they really went out of their way to make it realistic. So of course, if you want to make the game and its world realistic, you can't have Rio running into fights every single day, because that's just not realistic. But the game kind of suffers because of that as well, because one of the biggest complaints about the game is that it just doesn't have enough action. So much of the game is spent just talking to people, trying to gather clues to figure out, how to track down Lan Di. And it really seems like such a simple task, but it's not, because you don't know any, like Lan Di is such a mysterious figure, and you don't know pretty much, you don't really know anything about him except he's a powerful martial artist and you know what he looks like, but other than that, you don't really have much to go on. And so you just start off asking people, and now I ended up with a job. All right, so I'm at the point in the game now where Rio actually gets a job as a forklift driver. You got to take these boxes and put them in the warehouse. It's pretty simple. And you can make a lot of money from doing it, because if you meet quota, you get a raise. You get a 50 yen raise. I think you start off at 300 yen per crate, and you can go all the way up to 600 yen per crate. So that's how I got so much fucking money. And I'm kind of taking my time with the game, because I'm really trying to soak it up like I never have before. Part of what made me want to play this game again. Oh, hold up. Let me adjust the mic real quick. It's a little leaning. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. So part of what made me want to play this game again is that Shenmue 3 had came out, and I came across this video where this video on YouTube where this guy who's a fan of the series, he did pretty much a review of Shenmue 3, and he was pretty disappointed in the game. And one of the biggest things about Shenmue 3 that he was disappointed in is how they dumbed down the combat system. From what he said in the video, the combat system in Shenmue 3 is like, it kind of has this RPG element to it, where it's just kind of like the more you use the move, I forgot exactly how he explained it. I forgot, but in essence, they dumbed down the fighting system a lot, like a lot. I mean, because the combat system in this one is based on the Virtua Fighter game, and that's a real deal fighting game. So to get good at combat in this game, you have to actually learn how to like fight. Like, it's almost like learning how to fight in a fighting game, but there is some RPG element to the combat system, because this game has it allows you to practice, and the more you practice certain moves, those moves get stronger. And sometimes even the animation and the function of the move can change depending on like how far you've gone into mastering it. But at its core, the game is, the combat system is very much like that of a actual fighting game, because again, it's based on the Virtua Fighter system. I mean, the Virtua Fighter combat system. And with Shenmue 3, that's not really the case. It more leans towards the RPG, the RPG side of things, by just allowing you to level up moves, but not really having a deep combat system. And but see, again, what made me want to play this game was, as the guy explained this, because really the thing was, I never realized how deep the combat system was in Shenmue 1. Because to be quite honest, whenever I played Shenmue, I pretty much just went with the flow. I barely practiced my moves. I had no idea that I had no idea that practicing had such an effect on the strength of your moves, and that your moves could actually evolve as you master them. I had no idea how deep this combat system really was, and when that guy in that video explained it, it instantly made me want to go back and play this game again, because whenever I did play it, I never really put much thought into its combat system. I pretty much just mashed buttons and and just went with the flow. I didn't take it very seriously. And so playing it now, the reason why I got so much money and I've been just working this job and living my day-to-day life for so long instead of progressing the story is just that I already made a decision that when I play the game this time, I'm really going to sink my teeth into its combat system, as well as pretty much everything else. You know, trying to collect a lot of the capsule toys and all the cassettes, the scrolls. But I gotta say though, because this is pretty much a HD remaster. But it's kind of strange because whenever there's a cutscene, the screen resolution changes. So I don't know exactly why that is. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Maybe it was, I guess it was just something they just couldn't figure out. But it's weird. Whenever there's a cutscene, the screen resolution goes to like 480 instead of widescreen. But other than that, you can tell that they really upgraded the graphics. It looks like this game looks great. Certainly not like a next gen game, but they really they boosted the graphics quite a bit. I was watching the Game Informer Super Replay of Shenmue. That's like their walkthrough series. And they were playing Shenmue on the original Dreamcast, and I was comparing the graphics of that to this, and I was like, man, they really did do a good job. They did a good job improving the graphics of this game. But as you guys can see, even now, like, just look, like, this is Shenmue, like, you just living a normal day-to-day life while trying to figure out how to track down the guy who killed your father. I mean, don't get me wrong. You do get into fights in this game. I mean, at its core, it's a martial arts game. But it's very unique in just how it's balanced. It's very rare that you'll find a game with such a strong emphasis on story compared to combat. I mean, certainly there are games like that, don't get me wrong, but this game just, like, I think what really makes this game stand out is just how far they went as far as making this game true to life. And one of the more fascinating details about this game is that the weather in this game is based on the actual weather of Japan during the 1980s, because this game takes place in, I think, 1986 and 87. And so what they did was they looked back at Japan in the 1980s, 1986 and 87 to be exact, and whatever the weather was during those days, it's exactly the same in this game. I mean, that's I mean, dude, I don't think I've ever heard of any game doing something like that. Like, that's just fucking, that's fucking brilliant. And just goes to show that the amount of detail and attention that was put into this game. But The unfortunate thing about Shenmue is that when it came out, it didn't do as well as they wanted it to, and as they really needed it to, because this game had a humongous budget. I think this game had a budget of like $80 million or something, like, which was absurd for the time. I don't have the exact figures in front of me, but from what I remember, I think overall they spent $80 to $90 million making this game, and it did not sell enough to recoup that. But amazingly, the game still got a fucking sequel like right afterwards. Like Shenmue 2 came out not long after, so I guess they still had faith in the Dreamcast and this series by then. I mean, it didn't sell like its sales weren't abysmal. I mean, it like when you consider global sales, it did pretty good. It's just that the game cost so much to make. I mean, this game was really state of the art when it came out. This game was no joke in terms of you know, pushing the boundaries of video game development. Another interesting thing about this game is that no two NPCs are the same. Like there aren't any like random NPCs, like clone NPCs just walking around like you might see in something like Grand Theft Auto. You know, like, oh, there's that prostitute NPC that I can kill and then I'll see her again. There's like that. No, like every single character that you see is a unique character with a unique function, and they all have a schedule. Like if you follow the characters, you will see their day-to-day. You can see their day-to-day life and what they do on a daily basis. Like I was following Goro one day, and at about 8 or 9 o'clock, he goes to the bus station, and I can see him walking home. So everybody in the game is a unique character that has their own that has their own schedule throughout the day as far as like doing things. You will see some characters going to work, some characters going home after work. You'll see a character maybe hang out at a bar, go get something to eat, go to work. I guess that's where all the fucking budget went. Oh shit, I finished too. I finished right on time. I'm a fucking great worker. Time to get paid. The music in this game is so good too. I'm fucking balling. Alright, so that's it for work for today. Now, when the game starts off, you don't actually have a job. I think Rio is about 17 or 18 years old when the game starts. I think he's in his final year of high school. But when you start off, you don't have a job. You just get an allowance from your guardian every day. This guy is so cool. Everybody loves Tom. One thing that I noticed, because I never played this game in the Japanese. I never played this game with the Japanese voices before, and what I noticed is that certain characters like Tom, he's not a native of Japan. He's not Japanese. He's a foreigner. And there are several other foreigner characters. Like there's a black guy and some white guys too. And what I noticed is that if you pay attention to what if you pay attention to what they're saying, you can hear English words in their sentences. And I guess that was intentional to sort of make those characters a bit more realistic because they're not Japanese. Maybe they don't have like a 100% firm grasp on the language. So when you talk to people like Tom or other foreigners, if you listen, you'll hear them say like English words.
Honey-san.
Hi, Ryo.
Honey-san.
今日も頑張ってるね。ホットドッグ食べる？
すいません。またにします。
Well, she didn't. I think hi, that's not Japanese, so yeah. But little things like this with this game is really about the little touches, man. Little things like that, you know, just hearing the foreigners and they're broken Japanese. This guy right here, I think he's a boxer. You can see him running around the harbor, and he'll stop every now and then and do like punch combinations and whatnot. Man, it's so much to this game. I'm gonna be talking a lot for this 2 hours. It's so much. So, oh, here's the homeless guy.
すいません。
ん？なんじゃ？
Oh, look at those teeth.
17番倉庫ってわかりますか？
17番倉庫は港の一番奥じゃ。そこを右に曲がって海沿いをずっと行った突き当たりじゃ。
ありがとう。
Yeah, don't mess with that guy. He's actually a martial arts master. Pretty fucking cool. Yeah, so I guess I might as well just show off all the cool shit you can do in this game. Well, cool. This is the Tomato Mart. This is where you go to buy stuff. I love this song so much. Oh my god, the music is so good in this game. I love this game. I can't lie. I love this fucking game so much, bruh. Oh god, I'm just enjoying it. Alright, so you can buy stuff in the game. You can buy like these cassettes because you have a cassette player, a portable cassette player, and you can use it to play the cassettes that you buy. I got just about all of them. I got like 5 more I need to get. They can buy cassettes. They got potato chips and chocolate, but you can't actually eat this stuff though. You can buy it, but you can't really do anything with it, which is kind of a fucking bummer. Like, why? I guess because when you buy like chocolate and stuff, you can draw a raffle ticket to potentially get like a prize.
すいません。これを。
はいはい。ありがとうございます。
I got plenty of money, so I might as well just show off.
はいはい。くじを1回どうぞ。
That bitch got a big face. Yeah, and like you can draw a raffle ticket, and
当たった。
I got a prize. Oh shit.
うわー、お客さんおめでとう。好きなの選んでください。
Yeah, depending on the number on the raffle ticket would determine like what kind of prize you can get. So I got 3, so I can get one of these video game cassettes. I already have all of them, but
じゃあこれを。
はい、どうぞ。
it's whatever. I mean, I spent a lot of time, dude. Oh god, I spent so much time in this damn store trying to get all these prizes and shit. Let me see what it is again. Yeah, like the first prize is the boombox. I got the red one. Second prize are the two video games. I got both of those. I got all 4 cassettes. I got all 4 rare capsule toys as well. And each store has like different special prizes that you can win. But the only way to win them, you gotta be able to draw a raffle ticket, which means buying certain merchandise like cassettes or chips and chocolate and stuff. But to me, it's really disappointing the fact that you can't do anything with the chocolate and chips. Like, one thing that I did hear about the Shenmue 3 is that there's a hunger system or something where you can eat, and I think like I forgot exactly what it does. Maybe it gives you like some type of like combat boost, or I think it just prevents your health from draining or something like that. So you got to keep Rio full. But I like stuff like that. I love stuff like that where like there's a system where like you gotta eat. Maybe don't make it so punishing, but I feel like that was kind of a missed opportunity with these games. I mean, with this game, like you have the ability to buy food, but it doesn't really do anything for you. And it would have been cool if like eating chocolate or caramel or whatever gave you like some type of boost for the day. Like maybe if you get into a fight, you would have extra health, or maybe if there was a QTE sequence, it would give you more time to press the button. I don't know, but that like there's definitely more they could have did with this game. Oh yeah, and they also got like dried fish and canned tuna. Like this is for a cat. It's a well, not a cat, a kitten. There's a kitten by the shrine near your house that his parent got hit by a car, and you and the local kids took it upon yourself to take care of the cat. And so every day you would just go there, and you can like leave the cat food and whatnot, so you can nurse it back to health. So you can at least do that with some of the food. Like you can buy the tuna, the dried fish, and the milk to bring to the cat. But that's pretty much all you can do with the food products in the game. Like you either use it to get raffle tickets, or you're buying food for the cat. But that's about it.
1回100円か。ちょっと聞いてみよう。
I need some music. Damn, bruh. Oh shit, Rio, you're my guy. I need some music. Why are those capsule machines like turned to the side like that though? Okay. Now, I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorite songs. I love this song right here. Oh yeah. I love this damn song.
すいません。
すまないけど、また来た時聞いてよ。
Some of the people in this game are like not very Japanese. I thought Japanese people were supposed to be polite and shit. A lot of them just don't even want to talk to you. But I guess that's more of a gameplay function. Oh yeah, this is the journal where you keep track of this is the journal where you keep track of clues and whatnot, and what you need to do next as far as progressing the story. I'm pretty far in the game, so yeah, I've done a lot. But the funny thing is, like look, I got it's whole pages where there's nothing. And that's because I know so much about the game. I was able to skip a lot of bullshit because I knew exactly where to go. Because really, this game has you like running in circles, talking to people, trying to figure out where somebody is or where you got to go. But luckily, having already beaten the game a couple times, I already knew like what was bullshit, like what could be skipped, and where exactly I needed to go. That's why it's a lot of blank spots in my journal. Look at that. Like that's not normal. that is not normal at all. Look at that. That isn't normal at all playing this game. Look at that. That is very abnormal. Damn. I skipped a lot. I skipped a lot of shit. I'm like, this is my first time really going through my journal. I'm just realized, like, man. But that's what happens when you know where to go. Because I'm going to be honest, a lot of this game is just running in circles, like talking to people and trying to figure out where you need to go. And some of the hints, it's like, if you know what to do, you can go from point A to point D like that. But if you don't know, then you got to go to point A to point B to point C to point D. But if you have prior knowledge of where to go, then you can skip entire sections of the game. I'm just kind of hanging out right now because I can't go home until 8. Rio won't let me.
1回100円か。
Like this isn't my part of town. This is the harbor.
ちょっと遊んでみるか。
Oh wait, it's 8 o'clock. Fuck. Well, let's play Little Darks before we go home. Ooh. I'm not moving the hand, by the way. The trick to the darts game is that you got to press X when Rio's hand is
まずまずかな。
in a favorable spot, pretty much. Oh, like who the hell would move their hand like this trying to throw darts? It's fucking retarded. What the fuck? You got Parkinson's or something? Yeah,
よし。
that was pretty good. Oh, got it.
よし。
I'm a pro. Oh, that would have been a good one too. Okay. Oh no. Fuck.
惜しいな。
So close. Okay.
ラストか。
Last call. Yeah, I ain't that. I'm not that stupid. Come on. Yup. Damn, I fucked up that one.
当たった。
No good. Atata.
よし。もう
Oh
一年
shit.
だ。
Got a free game. Fuck it. Let's do it. Oh nah, hold on. It's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna just go ahead and go home. Damn, time went by fast. Shit. Time does go by pretty fast in this game. Obviously, you're not on an actual 24-hour clock. You know how video games are. I gotta make it to the bus. That's why I gotta go now. You can see these workers. They're all going home. There's Goro. He's about to go home too. The world of Shenmue is really not that big. There are only a few locations. You got your house, and then there's a small area, like a small area where people live. After you leave your house, like these two smaller areas. I think the first one is Yamanose, and then there's Sakura Gaoka. I can't pronounce this shit. And then there's Dobuita. That's pretty much like that's like the city area. Well, it's not like a big ass city with skyscrapers or nothing, but that's where all the stores are at, the apartment complexes and whatnot. Oh, there's the bus. I used to have so much trouble getting on the bus when I played this game as a kid, because I would try to walk up there, but you gotta just press the X button when the door opens. And you gotta pay to get on the bus and shit. Dobuita. My favorite place in the game. Oh yeah, yeah. And there's Dobuita, and where I just came from is the harbor. And those are pretty much all the areas in the game. That's a spot you can practice at. And this is the arcade. Not a lot going on here. I'm gonna see if I can find Nozomi. That's Ryo's love interest in the game. Dude, Tom is everywhere. I always gotta kick it with Tom for a little bit. He's such an upbeat guy. He kind of reminds me of myself a little bit. Just a little bit. Where's Nozomi? There she is. And her old ass grandma. Move, man! I'm trying to bang your daughter. Well, your granddaughter.
原崎、
葉月くん、久香さんから聞いた？
Saka-san.
何を？
舞ちゃんに恋人できたんだって。なんでも相手は不良らしくて。
五郎だな。
何？
それで？
久香さんは反対してるって話よ。
だろうな。
Darona. Oh boy. Okay. That was that. Ryo is very much like your typical anime protagonist where they always have an obligatory love interest, but they have absolutely no interest in them. This song is pretty good too. Another small nice touch that I like is that they have two different people that work this store. Kind of minor, but I think that's pretty cool. It's not just the same person in there all the time. They actually have multiple employees. So I think tomorrow when I go to work, I'm gonna go ahead and progress the story a bit if I can. Because I'm sure there's combat on the horizon. But let's check out the bars before I gotta go home. You always go home at 11:30, but it's suggested that you go home a little bit earlier, but you don't really have to. Like, these are obviously Americans.
ちょっといいかな。
何の用か知らないけど、みーたちは暇じゃないね。Don't talk to us.
You see? Yeah, don't talk to us. And see, when I played the game in English, of course, you don't get to appreciate touches like that because it's just entirely in English. But since it's in Japanese now, you notice stuff like that. Like the foreigners actually speak some English.
Hey boy.
Yeah.
ユウと話してる暇ない。Ask someone else.
Whoa! I don't know, man. That's so cool to me. That's such a cool touch. I fucking love that, man.
どうも。
おう、またな。
This is a very classy bar. Too classy for me. I'm trying to go to the scumbag bar. So it's January 19th. I believe the game begins in December. And if you don't complete it by April 15th, you get the bad ending. So you don't have forever to beat the game. There are a limited amount of days you have to solve the mystery of Land D. Well, as much as you can anyway.
仕訳ない。ちょっと今眠いよ。
I'm really too sleepy now.
とても疲れてる。
And you're just hanging out in the bar tired. Oh, that slutty looking girl.
あら、りょうちゃん。
明美さん、
She give me mad choosing signals, dog.
い
いい加減帰んなさい。イネさんが心配してるよ。
わかりました。
I think Rio could probably hit that. I'm getting that vibe, you know. She giving him significant choosing signals. Let's see. Where else?
もうこんな時間か。今日は早く帰らないと。
Rio, we're not going early. We're not going home early today, so you can just fucking forget about it. Oh God, look at that cleavage.
新吉おじさん。いや
Hey, what kind of bar is like this? Is too tiny, dude. People really hang out here. I don't know. I gotta say though, having played this game now, one thing I realized is that this game has a lot of untapped potential. It really does. This song is really good too. There's so many good songs in this game. Da-da-da-da-da.
こんばんは、ミキさん。
Mickey!
ダメじゃん、こんな遅くまで手歩いてちゃ。珍しいね。夜遊びどっか行く？
それじゃ
なんだ、つまんないの。じゃあ早く帰んなね。
あ、はい。
じゃあね、バイバイ。
おやすみなさい、ミキさん。
But yeah, what I'm saying is this game has a lot of untapped potential because you have so many different places in this game that really don't have a actual function. They're just there to be there. Like that pizza place. It's got cool music. You got fucking Mario in there, but you can't really do anything of significance in there. And it's so many places just like that where you can go in there, but there's not really much to do in there. It's just there to be there. And it's like, I just feel like they could have made, I feel like they should have added like more side quests and whatnot within the game. I totally ruined this bar, by the way. Early in the
お
game,
前また来たの。
yeah, I'm here
この
again.
間はやってくれたな。
I was about to tell the story.
顔を出すなと言ったはずだが。
マッドエンジェルスって奴らを探してるんだ。集まりそうな場所知らないか？
知らねえよ。帰れ。 うるせえ。うるせえな。
See? Oh, can I use this?
一回100円か。ちょっと聞いてみよ
I need some music.
う。いや、やめとこう。
Oh shit. Yeah, it's getting too late. But yeah, earlier in the game I got into a big fight here. And now nobody hangs out there anymore. It's kind of sad. But that's the sleazy bar right there. Hold up, did I hear snow? Wow. I never noticed that when you walk on snow, you can actually hear like snow, like the sound of feet stepping in snow. You know how stepping in snow has that unique like crunchy sound. It's very like the sound is very low, but you can hear it. This game just has its attention to detail is actually very it's impressive for the time at least. Walking on the snow and hearing it crunch under your fucking feet, that's fucking awesome.
イネさん、心配するな。そろそろ帰るか。
All right, so it's 11:30, so gotta go ahead and go to sleep. Oh shit, corrupted data. That happens sometimes. That's why I got so many multiples. That's why I got so many different saves. All right, so I'll probably just do one full day and then call it a day. All right, so it's early in the morning. Oh yeah, the whole reason the whole reason that that Rio got a job was so that he could attract the attention of the Mad Angels, which is a gang that's associated with Landy. Apparently, they like to bully and extort the workers at the docks. I mean, at the harbor.
みんな腕を磨くんだぞ
That's why he got the job.
いつもの通り3周勝負だ準備はいいな You ready? よしそろそろスタートするぞ
And every morning before work, you gotta have this race with your boys.
Ready Go
Now, the funny thing about this is this fucking music that's playing is way too epic for like this slow ass race. This slow ass forklift race. Like this music does not fit a fucking 35-mile-per-hour race. Not even that. I'm barely pushing fucking 30. Oh yeah. Oh shit. This race can actually be kind of challenging though, because that guy in the fucking #1 spot, he's fucking thorough. It can be hard to get in front of him. Oh shit. Ooh. I really don't play enough racing games. Oh, slow down. One of the most common mistakes I make during this race is trying to pass this guy at the wrong time. You never want to do that. You always want to get him like right here, because he never takes that shortcut. If you try to force it, more than likely you're gonna get bumped into a wall. And if you get bumped into the wall, you get stuck for like a whole 3 seconds. That's why it's better to just like be really patient and wait for that spot to come up to pass him. Because most of the time you try to pass him, you're just gonna get bumped into a wall. Those turns were pretty much the hardest part of the race. I'm pretty much good now. And you gotta do this every morning. Every morning before work, you gotta do this shit. You know, the first couple of times it's cool, but damn, dude, like, do we gotta do this shit every morning? I gotta come to work early for this bullshit. And that's it.
Finish
Finish! More English.
新入りにしてはいい腕だな
I know.
ほら1位の商品だ
ありがとう
Arigato.
この調子で仕事も頑張ってくれな
Just you watch.
今日もよろしくな亮
あ
Good luck,
今日
Joel.
は荷物を第三倉庫に運んでくれマップはこれだ
I've been getting the same
ノルマ
route
を忘れな
every
よ
day.
分かった
じゃあよろしくな
Okay. Well, we're doing this again. Oh, great. I gotta be honest, man. When I found out that Shenmue 3 dumbed down the combat system, it killed any desire of mine to play that game. I don't want to play that shit at all, to be honest. I mean, you gotta think about it. This game already places so much emphasis on story. It's like, okay, but still, it's a martial arts story. Like, this is like Shenmue is supposed to be a martial arts / story game, and it's like, if you dumb down the combat system, you're killing like half of the game. Even though I know the game doesn't place a lot of emphasis on combat and action, still, it's like it should at least have that. And to be honest, I feel like even this game, they could have added more combat. They could have added more fighting into the game. I feel like this game is lacking somewhat in content and in action. And I know that the latter was kind of intentional, but I still feel like they could have added more combat without making the game unrealistic. I mean, don't get me wrong, you get into some big fights. You got one-on-ones, you got group battles where you get jumped by a bunch of thugs. You got QTE fights. You can spar with the guy that lives at your father's dojo. Fuke-san. But I'm just saying, like, if it were me, I would have added something like a fight club or something like that, you know? Like have a hidden fight club somewhere at the harbor where you can go and, like, you know, fight for money or something like that. Because to be quite honest, the fact that there's not a lot of combat in the game, it's actually a design flaw, if you ask me. Because the problem with this game's combat is that it has a fair amount of depth to it. Again, it's based on a virtual fighter combat system, which is, again, that's a real deal fighting game, so there's depth to it. And if you play fighting games, you know the only way to learn the game is you gotta actually fight. You gotta fight. You can practice all day, but to really get the hang of it, you gotta actually fight. And the problem that I found with this game is that you don't really fight enough to get the hang of the combat system. You would have to play the game multiple times or save and load at certain parts of the game where there is combat and just keep playing it to really get the hang of it. It's like, even now, I'm over halfway through with the game, but if I get into a fight, I'm still pretty much experimenting. Like, I don't have a solid fight game plan. Because there's so many different moves that Ryo can do. You got kicks, you got punches, you got throws. You can block, you can evade, you can run. You can practice and level up the moves, which past a certain point changes their animation and their function somewhat. Again, the game has too much depth for the amount of combat that's in it. Because there's so little combat, you can never really master it. That's the problem. You would have to play the game multiple times to really get the hang of it. I don't think there's any way you can play the game the first time and even have a decent grasp of its combat system without just saving and loading all the time. And I've really taken my time to practice and like just about every move that I can. Try to figure out, like, you know, what move might be useful in combat. But again, because there's so little combat, it's like you're always experimenting. Every combat sequence is almost like an experiment because you're trying to use certain moves and see if they're effective or not. Like you don't have like, there's not enough combat for you to develop a solid game plan for fighting. And I think that's one of the crucial design flaws of this game. and it was all for the sake of making the game's world more realistic, and not like fucking God Hand or Streets of Rage. Let me move the mic a little bit. Okay. But yeah, if I had to say, I mean, this game is flawed. It has its flaws. I love this game, but it's definitely flawed. And the first flaw is what I just mentioned, how because there's so little combat, you can never really get a good grasp of its combat system. At least not through your first playthrough, and I say even your second. I'd even go that far. But the other thing that I noticed is that the game really, like, other than progressing the story, there's really not a ton of interesting things to do in the game. They spent all this time building this living, breathing, dynamic, beautiful world with so much realism in it, but they didn't really pack it full of meaningful stuff, and that was really I think a big missed opportunity. It's like they got little things like collecting capsule toys. You got a few arcade games. You can buy, you can buy shit like cassettes and batteries for your flashlight and whatnot, but you can spar with Fuxan. You can drink soda for no reason. You can go to the fortune teller. I mean, there's stuff you can do in the game, but I just feel like not nearly as much as they really could have put in the game. Like side quest and whatnot, I think that was really lunchtime. To me, that was a big missed opportunity. Like this game should have had so many side quests. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are like certain side quests in the game, but they're actually very few. Well, I'm not gonna say like very few, but it's like they're not necessarily side quests. They're more like random events that you could trigger. Like you could walk over here and this girl, she might ask you to talk to her sister about hanging out with these delinquents, and then you end up like fighting you end up having like a little short like QTE fight with these schoolgirls. But yeah, just most of the side quests or just little things like that, like these events that you may or may not trigger. Oh man, not exactly subtle. So this is where I gotta go at night. Now look at that. Look at how when you look around, his head moves with the camera. That's dope. That's really dope. Well, at least I know exactly where I gotta go. But yeah, it's such a nice world that they built, but they really could have added more content to it. And I think that's one of the flaws of the game. Just not enough interesting and meaningful things to do. it's like you can buy a whole flashlight, but you only got to use it during like 2 points in the whole game. It's only 2 parts in the whole game where you need this fucking flashlight, you know? And you can buy batteries for it and all that. But again, it's only like 2 parts in the whole game where you actually got to use it. Phoenix Mirror. That's a picture of Rio's dad when he was young. Rio with his homeboys. Oh yeah, man, my collection is crazy. I got like most of the toys. I'm not getting these though. I tried to get all of them. I can get these right here. I just gotta win them at the store. I just haven't been able to go there ever since I started working. There's a store I can't really get to right now because my schedule's all fucked up. Supersonic. Sonic. Knuckles. I got the Dural Gold Kids version, the silver. Got Woodman. Old Jackie. Oh. Sexy. Yeah, let's take a moment and just go through the toys a little bit. Yeah, you get these toys by buying them from the capsule machines.
面白そうだな。やめとくか。
I'll just show it off one time, but I already got most of them.
面白そうだな。ちょっとやっていくか。
So yeah, you can do little things like this in the game, buying capsule toys. And it's something to do, something to spend your money on, but
同じやつだな。
in all actuality, it's no better than just collecting shit
もう少し遊ぶか。
in like you would in any other fucking video
やめと
game.
くか。
Like collect 100 coins or whatever, except you actually get like this visual, you know, you got actual toy. It would have been a lot cooler if it came with some sort of description, like the trophies in Super Smash Brothers Melee. Let's see, we got Tails. Oh, Metal Sonic. This is my prized possession. Eggman. Hey! Now, these toys right here, you get these automatically from starting the game. I guess they did it because if you have the game on Dreamcast, it's impossible to get these animal toys anymore because you had to go, I think you had to go online and use the like some sort of like online feature on Shenmue and the Dreamcast, which isn't really available anymore. So it's impossible to get these animal toys on the Dreamcast version. So they just give them to you on, you know, the HD remastered version. I should point out too that this HD remaster, it comes with Shenmue 1 and 2. And the thing is, I've never beat Shenmue 2. I had it on Xbox years and years ago, but I never beat it. I just couldn't really get into it. I'm gonna definitely try to play it down that I have it again. I'm gonna see if I can get into it, but honestly, I just could not get into Shenmue 2. I think the change of location, I didn't like China. I think that's what got to me the most, because Shenmue 1 takes place in Japan and 2 takes place in China. And I just really didn't like China. I think that was I think that's what deterred me more than anything else. I did not like China as a location. It wasn't nearly as comfy and aesthetic as Japan. But yeah, these toys right here, you get these by like beating the arcade games and shit. And I'm not about to fucking beat fucking space. What was it? Fucking Space Harrier? Hang on. I'm not about to beat that shit. Like some of these toys, like those last toys are really challenging to get. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just get the rest of these right here. Yep, that's the lunch break. Da-na-na-na. Man, this store is so comfy.
仕事に戻るか。
I wish we had a store like that around here. That'd be cool. Oh boy. Back to the grind. But yeah, I got a couple of games that I could do adventures of. Cause it's certain games that I have again that just I don't think every game is good for a playthrough with commentary. Like I feel like certain games are just too long, or there's just not enough interesting things to comment on. I thought about doing a playthrough of Shenmue, but it's like, What made me change my mind was that I knew playing it this time, I really wanted to take my time, like really take my time. And this game is not fun to watch when you're trying to like level up moves and practice and shit. Save scumming to get capsule toys and whatnot. Like it's not fun. It's not fun to watch playing it the way I played it up until this point. Because I really took my time and did a lot of the little things that aren't fun to watch, like trying to get a bunch of capsule toys and practicing your moves. Fucking working this job. So that's why I decided not to do a playthrough of this, because I knew I wanted to play it my way. I didn't want to play it in a viewer friendly way. But I said, you know what? I'm just start up this new series, Adventures, and I'm gonna do it like that. But I got a couple of games I could probably do this with. Definitely Persona, but I want to get Persona 5 Royale before I do that. I have the original version, but I want to get Royale and do an Adventures of that. Now that one, I might do like fucking 10 parts. I might do like 10 parts of that. Oh shit. Yeah, so like doing this whole adventures thing, it might be one part, it might be two, it might be three, just depending on the game. I think Shenmue really only needs one. But something like Persona, I would just love to, like, I could not do, dude, I couldn't, I'm gonna tell you guys now, there's no way I could do a Persona 5 playthrough with commentary. I can do it. Because when I beat Persona 5, I think my ending time was like 150 plus hours, bro. Like 150 plus hours. I mean, the amount of time I put into Persona games, bro, is ridiculous. Like Persona 1, I put in like over like 40 hours. Persona 2, like over like 50 hours. 3 was like 80, 90 hours. 4 was over 100 hours. 5 was like, nah, bro. I felt like fucking Alien Isolation was too damn long. Ideally, any game that I do a playthrough of, I think should be a game that can be completed in about 25 parts. So roughly 25 to 30 hours. I think that's about, that's about as far as I could go. I'm trying to think though. What other games do I have that could do adventures of? Definitely gotta do Persona. I could do Mafia 3. Dynasty Warriors. Oh god, I hate that fucking game. That was a waste of money. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter. That'll be a good one. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I ordered a PS2, so I might do some playthroughs of PS2 games. I really like, dude. I really want to do a playthrough of Beatdown. I really like Beatdown, Fist of Vengeance. That's probably one of my favorite games. One of my favorite games of all time. Rio just out here fucking grinding. I've done more work in this game than I've done in real life. That's a fucking shame. But I forgot who said this, but it perfectly explains what makes this game so good. And again, I forgot who said it, but they basically said that this game manages to capture the subtle beauty of everyday life. And I was like, yo, that's totally it. Like that's what I love about Shenmue. It's like it captures, like, yeah, maybe on your average day you're not fucking killing dragons and and getting into shootouts and fights, but it's the little things that count, you know? And I think that's exactly what makes Shenmue so good. It's those little things, like when you wake up and you walk outside the door, you get your allowance money, and then you can go spar with Fukusan, and then you go to town and it's like, oh shit, you go to the store and then they got new cassettes that you can buy. You buy the cassettes and oh shit, you got a raffle ticket and you won today. And then you walk down the street and there's an event that you didn't know about. And that's what it's all about, man. It's this game, just the beauty of this game is really in the individual details and stuff like that. It's not flashy or over the top like Devil May Cry. It's not a ton of action, but it's a game that really just, it makes you appreciate those little moments, those little things. Something like just having a little extra time to burn, so you just go to the arcade and, you know, try to beat your old darts high score. You save up money so you can buy a new scroll for a new move. Practicing, and then you level up a move, and then you see the move actually evolve. It's stuff like that that makes this game good. I think it's kind of similar to the appeal of games like Animal Crossing. Not exactly a perfect comparison because, you know, there's no fighting and shit in Animal Crossing, but I think it's kind of similar as far as what makes it appealing, which is just being a part of this relatively normal world and interacting with the people in it and your environment. The main difference being that in Shenmue you might run into some thugs and get into a fight. Man, I'm killing this damn forklift job, though. I'm killing this shit. It's pretty challenging to get every box in the warehouse by the end of the workday. It took me a while to get into the right flow to get it done. It's not as easy as it looks. But I've done it so many times now, it's almost like muscle memory. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play Shenmue 2. I'm gonna try to get into it again. I probably won't play it immediately, but I'm definitely gonna give it another shot. But definitely the first time I played it, I could not get into that game. I could not get into it. This game, man, just keeping it a buck, they should have never left Japan. They should have never left Japan. Japan just has a special vibe to it. Not gonna lie, I might not get all the crates in there, but it's not like it matters. You just got to get 8 to meet quota. I'm kind of going above and beyond here. Otto, I love how the guy just fucking disappeared. Uh-oh, I might have enough time if I just drop it off like really. Oh fuck. I might have enough time. Hold up. All right, one more to go. I'm about to whip this motherfucker. Yeah, I got it as long as nobody gets in my way. Uh-oh, look at these fucking clowns. Out of my way! Alright, we can do this. Just gotta scoop it up real quick. Man, did you guys see that story about the guy who got in that forklift accident and he lost he lost half his fucking body and an arm? Like he lost his legs all the way up to the fucking torso and lost an arm. That shit made me never want to fucking ride a fucking forklift ever. Oh shit, come on. Got it. Woo! Before I got the hang of it, I would usually end up with like 2 or 3 crates left.
Hey, お疲れさん。ほら、今日のバイト。
ほら。
ありがとうございます。
じゃあ、またよろしくな。
はい、お疲れ様でした。
Give me a sip of water. Yep, no, that's that. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and trigger a story event. Man, it's been an hour and 23 minutes, and I've done nothing but like day-to-day shit. It might be too early to trigger the event, though. I'm pretty sure the Mad Angels aren't just hanging out at fucking. Oh shit! Here we go. Oh, right on time. Ass whipping time. All right. I don't want to embarrass myself here. Uh-oh, here we go. Ooh! What the? Oh, yes. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Yeah. fuck. Oh shit. Whoo. Oh god. I really don't want to embarrass myself. Oh god. Yeah. Bitch. Got him. Throw. Oh shit. Got him. Oh fuck. See, and see, the problem now is that I'm trying to do all the moves that I learned, and I can't. Because as I'm trying to think, I'm getting hit.
覚えてるよ。大丈夫か、マーク。
ああ、大丈夫。このぐらい、no problem。
しっかりしろ。マークは弟を探していたのか。
たった一人の弟。リョウと同じ年頃だ。だが、今はもう、Mad Angels の手で、海の底かもしれない。
マークの弟はマッドエンジェルスに。
ああ、重要な情報を漏らすというミスを犯したらしい。
それで奴らに。
多分。だが俺が調べた限り消されたのは一人だけだ。
それじゃあまだ。
消されたのは情報を聞いたやつか漏らした弟か。そうだ、リョウ。弟の情報は奴らとチャイニーズマフィアとの取引のことらしい。
Chinese mafia.
チャイニーズマフィア。
Oh shit, he said it too.
私有門か。
Well, you guys finally got to see some combat. I didn't look that great. But see, that's the thing. And that's exactly what I was just talking about though. And I was sitting there trying to remember and use all the moves that I've been practicing. But it's like, by the time you're thinking about doing one of the many moves that he has access to, it's like, dude, they already punched you in the fucking face. And so you just end up resorting back to just mashing square and X. I'm sure there are people who are way better at the combat system than me, but I feel like the fact that you don't you just don't fight enough to get the hang of it. Like right in the middle of that fight, I felt like even now I felt like I really didn't know what I should do at every moment. I'm trying to utilize. I mean, look at all these fucking moves I got, dude. He has a ton of fucking moves, and the whole time I'm sitting there trying to remember and use them, and it's like look at all that shit, and you probably only need like a quarter of it. Look at that. I got that one set to L2. Because apparently it's strong against some asshole. I think I'm gonna try to go. Hold up. The info was Mad Angels were making a deal with the Chio Ming. If I follow them, they'll lead me to Chio Ming. Well, I finally progressed the story after that long while of just moving fucking crates. Let's go see Tom.
Tom.
Hey, Ryo.
ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだ。マッドエンジェルスがどこにいるか知らないか。
I don't know. Real 噂で聞いたよ。Mad Angels を探してるって。
奴らに会わなきゃならない。 理由があるんだ。
No 関わらない方がいいよ。
もし奴らのことで何か知ってるなら教えてくれ。
Sorry 本当に知らないね。
そうか。
Another reason why I don't want to play Shenmue 3, I don't like the way they made Ryo look. Like, he looks more like young anime young anime kid like he looks too soft. He doesn't look as rugged as he does in the first two games. I just came here to to hear this song. Oh boy. Hopefully I can trigger another event. It's almost 7 o'clock. Maybe I can go. Maybe I can go see the Mad Angels soon. Oh no, this isn't an event. This is just day turning into night. Hold up. I think there's another event I can trigger here though. This is such a great location. Shenmue 2, from what I remember, just again, the locations just don't match up to this if you ask me. It's like fucking villages and shanty towns. Nah, I'm sure they got more than that, but man. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm trying to go over there to see if maybe I can trigger something. Nope. Oh well. I guess we had I guess we had a decent amount of action today. We got a little something. We got to see combat at least. I'll probably just go to Dobuita. And then to my house to finish out the episode. I mean, not the episode, but yeah, the episode. Oh, God. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm so disappointed in that last fight though, man, because it's like every time I practice and I learn these new moves and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use this, and then when it actually starts, it's like I don't remember shit. I don't remember it because it takes longer than that to really learn how to utilize, different stuff in a fucking game, man. It just does. Like, you gotta fight to learn how to fight. You can make phone calls too. Hmm. 177. Let's call the weather forecast. Kanigawa.
お知らせします。神奈川県東部、明日は曇りでしょう。
Kanigawa. Okay. Now I'm just pretty much waiting on the bus to show up. Gotta wait though. Hold up. If I go too fast, hold up. Can I leave?
もう少し
Damn shit.
この辺で話を聞いてみるか。
Okay. I'm trying to make it like right when the bus comes. It's really hard to do because it's too late now. It's already here. Wait for me! Oh, I did it! Shit! Hell yeah, dude. The fucked up thing about this part of the game is that you can't leave the harbor until 8 o'clock. And the thing is, the bus comes at 8 o'clock. So you gotta hurry up and catch it. Or you gotta wait till 8:30. And really time is of the essence at this point in the game, because if you want to go home and enjoy the stuff in Dobuita, then you know you want to get there as early as possible, because you know all the stores are closing and shit. Oh, Tom. Oh yeah, this is the song that Tom is listening to, by the way. Let me check out some of the songs on my cassette. It's this hip hop song.
I gotta give him, the funky rhythm, Let me take you on a trip. Let me take you on a ride.
This shit is pretty smooth. But this is my favorite. Oh god, that is so cool. I love that song. Okay. Not much going on in Dobuita though at this time of day. See, you can see this guy getting off work. He closed his shop down. He's sweeping before he leaves. It's the little things. Yeah, this is the fortune teller lady. We're not gonna do nothing here. I don't believe in this shit. But yeah, you can ask her for your fortune, which is really just a way for you to get hints on where you need to go and how to progress the story. I think that's where the Yakuza, I think those guys are like low-key Yakuza. We're not going there though. We want to check out I want to check out my home before I call it a day. There's another little store. This is like a small residential area. I gotta say, man, it's crazy how Rio has the best fucking house in the whole game. Like, you got a whole fucking dojo. Like, you got man, he got the best house. This dude just has the best fucking crib. Look at this shit. Oh my god, all this shit, yo. And your dad just died, so it's like, it's pretty much all yours. You just gotta live with your, your father's student and your guardian. And she's old as fuck. She can't control you. This is like the hidden area in your dad's dojo. Just want to check this out a little bit. Shoes off. Yeah, this is where you find the Phoenix mirror. Just want to check it out a little bit. I feel like once you get to this point, this is when the game really kind of gets interesting, because like right when you think you've oh, these are all dried out. And you took them anyway, you fucking bum. But yeah, like right when you think you've gotten used to everything, you find this fucking hidden chamber in your dad's dojo. It's just this shit like look at this shit. Like he has the coolest fucking crib, bro. Look at this shit. I would love to live here. Oh my god. This is awesome. This is the actual house. Dun, dun. Got the kitchen. Living room. What is this? Oh yeah, just a little living room area. This is Fuxan's room. This fucking idiot.
りょうさん、心に迷いが出たら道場に来てください。稽古の相手をしますよ。ああ。
Yeah, he's pretty much your sparring partner. That's all he's really good for. Which is a shame because I can't even use him right now. Because you can only do it in the morning and Rio works during the morning now. So it's kind of unfortunate. Alright, so that's about it. That's Shenmue. I hope you guys fell in love with this game instantly and now want to purchase it and and play the whole thing. Yeah, so we'll be doing more stuff like this, more like adventures of various games. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, and Chat Marco out. Jana.